When our minds fail to explain the odd and unusual sightings sometimes captured on camera, we turn to experts seeking clarity. Yet even the greatest minds cannot always unravel the mysteries of the universe we live in. We are left to speculate about these perplexing oddities and phenomena. Join us as we show you some of the most mysterious, incredible, and unexplainable images ever captured. Phantom Girl. A collection of old photographs from early 20th century Russia shares one eerie detail. The same solitary girl is present in them all. The photos span various locations, angles, and distances, yet she appears consistently in shot after shot. Details match precisely from her dress, hat, and to her somber expression. The consistent attire and lack of interaction with photo subjects imply she was not personally connected to the original photographers. Some believe she was inserted via photo alteration, but the historical photos lack any evidence of tampering. A more unsettling theory is that she was a ghost who managed to manifest onto film. Her phantom presence in the photographs has spawned supernatural legends around the mystery of her identity and origins. Paintings and smartphones. Several old paintings and photographs contain puzzling details that resemble modern technologies. In one old painting, a couple is standing by the riverbank and handing each other a dark rectangle with rounded corners, which looks like some old chunky smartphone. But it doesn't end here. Another photo, this time of Native Americans, seems to show one of them holding an object that looks a lot more like a smartphone. The Native American appears to be holding the smartphone in the same way as if using maps for navigation. Well, the objects in these photos could be anything other than smartphones, but time travel theorists believe that these could be refugees from other eras equipped with advanced technology. A blurry alien. A strange and unexplained photo emerged from Chile that has provoked much speculation. The blurry image shows two men on horses in a forest, and underneath them, in the middle, appears to be a small creature with an oversized head. Some who have analyzed the photo believe it could depict a real extraterrestrial being that was caught on film. However, skeptics offer the more mundane explanation that it is simply a toddler who happened to be crossing the road when the horses went by above, making it seem as if the figure is directly underneath the horses. This alien interpretation is supported by the grainy and blurry nature of the photo, which obscures definitive identification. Madonna with St Giovano. The 15th century painting Madonna with St Giovano by Domenico Ghirlandaio features an intriguing object in the background sky. Above the Madonna's shoulder, a disc-shaped metallic craft is visible emitting rays of light towards the ground, where a man and his dog are gazing up at the luminous object. For many UFO enthusiasts, this painting seemingly depicts an actual UFO sighting that occurred during the Renaissance era, making it a significant piece of historical evidence supporting the existence of extraterrestrials. Skeptics counter that the object is likely a symbolic representation of a religious concept, such as the Star of Bethlehem or an angelic appearance. However, the disc-shaped object with glowing beams differs substantially from the typical religious iconography of the period, lending credence to the theory that the painter depicted what he or a witness saw, a UFO. While the true meaning behind the painting is uncertain, the enigmatic flying object continues to capture the imagination and inspire speculation. The ghost of Freddie Jackson. A curious photo from 1919 shows a squadron of Royal Air Force pilots posing together, allegedly with the ghostly image of a deceased comrade named Freddie Jackson. Jackson had died just 2 days before the group photo was taken. But when the photo was developed, Jackson's indistinct face appeared in the photo. Believers suggest Jackson, unaware of his death, had appeared in the photo to join his squadron. Skeptics argue it may have been faked as a joke, or is simply an effect of pareidolia, perceiving a face in a random image. Some speculated Jackson's indistinct appearance supports the theory it is a double exposure of him while alive overlaid onto the group photo. Without additional evidence, the veracity of the Goddard photo remains disputed. But it continues to intrigue paranormal enthusiasts as a potentially genuine depiction of a lingering spirit unaware it has passed on. Billy the Kid playing croquet. A photograph purchased in 2010 for just $2 at a flea market purportedly shows infamous 19th century outlaw Billy the Kid along with members of his gang playing croquet. If authenticated, it could be worth millions since only one verified photo of Billy the Kid is known to exist. The photo shows the kid with his gang, the Regulators, casually enjoying a game of croquet along with women. Facial recognition analysis indicates a match between the man in the photo and the figure in the existing Billy the Kid photo. However, some historians question whether the photo is genuine based on the refined croquet setting, which seems unlikely for the outlaw gang. But regardless of doubts over its authenticity, the photo intrigued historians and captured public fascination. Time-traveling hipster. A puzzling photo from 1941 showed a crowd gathered for the reopening of a bridge in British Columbia, Canada. While most are dressed in typical 1940s attire, one figure stands out distinctly, a man dubbed a time-traveling hipster. He is wearing modern-looking clothes, including a logo t-shirt, sweater, and sunglasses. Even more anachronistically, he appears to be holding a small, portable camera ready to take a picture. The image has sparked fierce debate between those who think it shows indisputable evidence of time travel, and skeptics who argue the man's clothing and camera are not as out of place in 1941 as they first appear. Some experts suggest the sweater has a logo of a hockey team active in the 1940s, and portable cameras, though uncommon, did exist then. However, explanations have not satisfied everyone, and the possibility that the man traveled from the future continues to fascinate the public imagination and kindle excitement for the notion of time travel being real. Soulway Fth Spaceman. In 1964, firefighter Jim Templeton took a photo of his daughter in Soulway Fth, England, in what became one of the most hotly debated photos in paranormal circles. When developed, the photo showed a mysterious figure in a white spacesuit-like outfit, standing behind Templeton's daughter. Templeton insisted no one else was there, but the bizarre figure did not appear until the photo was developed, fueling speculation that the Soulway Fth Spaceman was an extraterrestrial or time traveler. Experts analyzed the photo but could find no evidence of tampering. Some skeptics suggest it may simply be Templeton's wife in a light blue dress that looks white in the photo due to overexposure, but others remain convinced it shows an alien or evidence of time travel. The Soulway Fth Spaceman photo remains an enduring mystery, with paranormal believers certain it confirms their suspicions, while skeptics scramble for rational explanations. Dyatlov Pass Incident. In 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers died under mysterious circumstances in Russia's Ural Mountains. Their tent was found abandoned in the snow, slashed open from the inside. The group appeared to have fled in terror, improperly dressed. Their bodies were discovered scattered around, some having suffered bizarre injuries. The incomplete investigation concluded their deaths were caused by an unknown compelling force. Rolls of film found with the party added to the mystery. These photos scared the entire world. Some photos depict glowing orbs in the sky, potentially UFOs. Another shows a blurred, obscure figure on the slope near their tent, referred to as the Yeti photo. Skeptics dismiss these as artifacts or illusions. However, others believe the images captured the entity that may have terrorized the group, leading to their panic and demise. We may never fully understand what transpired at Dyatlov Pass, but the chilling photographs add another dimension to one of the 20th century's most enduring mysteries: the beach time traveler. A vintage beach photo, estimated to be from the 1930s, appeared to show a man dressed in modern-looking attire amidst typical swimsuits and outfits of the period. The man stands out due to his shorts and t-shirt, which resemble fashion later in the 20th century. This led to speculation that the photo showed another time traveler visiting the past, capturing the imagination of those eager to believe time travel has occurred. However, skeptics have provided more rational explanations for the man's seemingly out-of-place outfit. The shorts could be folded-up trousers rolled up to resemble shorts for the beach. His t-shirt may be a sweater which appears like a t-shirt when rolled up. So while at first creating excitement, the photo likely does not show proof of time travel, but rather just normal beach attire that only appears modern by coincidence. The potential time traveler joins the ranks of other photographic mysteries that can often have logical, if less exciting, explanations. Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot. The Patterson-Gimlin film, shot in 1967 in Northern California, is considered by many the best evidence to date of the elusive creature Bigfoot. Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin claimed their 16mm film showed a large, hairy, bipedal humanoid walking through the forest. Many aspects of the creature's appearance and gait remain difficult to identify or debunk. Some characteristics, like the pendulous breasts and sagittal crest, if genuine, would suggest a non-human primate. However, skeptics argued that Patterson had previously published a book on Bigfoot and was seeking attention. Others have deemed the creature in the film to be a man in a carefully crafted costume. Attempts to stabilize the footage and analyze details have not resolved the fierce divide between cryptozoologists who believe the footage authentic and skeptics certain it was a well-executed hoax. As the most iconic photographic evidence of Bigfoot in existence, the Patterson-Gimlin film continues to provoke impassioned debate over half a century later. The Levitating Man. A curious photo from the 1920s shows a man named Colin Evans levitating in mid-air during a seance. Evans was a popular British spiritualist medium in the early 1900s. During his public demonstrations, Evans claimed to be able to levitate objects through psychic powers granted by spirit guides. As shown in the photo, Evans was also apparently able to levitate himself. To many believers, this photo serves as convincing evidence that Evans possessed genuine paranormal abilities. However, skeptics view the photo as a well-executed hoax, potentially accomplished through techniques like wires or holding himself up and then masking his supports. As a practicing performer, Evans would have been skilled at illusion and misdirection. The debate over whether the photo shows true psychic gifts or skilled showmanship helps exemplify the public's ongoing intrigue with spiritualism in the 1920s to 30s and its blurry line between mysticism and deception. The Airship Photo. A puzzling photo from 1911 shows an airship of unusual design flying over Huntington, West Virginia, 15 years before the first Zeppelin-style airship was built in the United States. The aircraft in the photo possesses a smooth, aerodynamic shape and includes several propellers and an apparent gondola to carry passengers. However, the lighter-than-air craft of the early 1910s were typically small box kite or blimp-style vehicles with minimal steering. The airship in the photo appears far more sophisticated than the known aircraft of the period, presenting an intriguing optical illusion or anachronism. Some speculate the photo shows a secret military prototype craft, well ahead of its time, or perhaps a visitor from another dimension. Skeptics argue it could be faked via multiple exposure or airbrushing techniques. However, the discrepancy between the photo and known aviation capabilities at that time contributes to the enduring mystery surrounding the image. Absent definitive proof, the airship photo remains a genuinely puzzling slice of photographic history. Fresno Nightcrawlers. In the realm of paranormal phenomena, few sightings are as bizarre as the Fresno Nightcrawlers. These creatures first appeared in home surveillance footage from Fresno, California in the late 2000s. The videos show a pair of short, white, leg-like appendages moving slowly across lawns with no visible torso or upper body. A second sighting in Yosemite National Park years later reinforced the mystery. Theories on what the Fresno Nightcrawlers might be range from aliens to interdimensional beings, unknown cryptids, or even Native American folklore come to life. Some suggest they could be a hoax achieved through video manipulation. However, their unconventional appearance and locomotion sets them apart from known organisms. With no additional sightings, evidence remains limited. Skeptics dismiss the Nightcrawlers as fakes or illusions, but believers find the footage compelling, hoping further encounters may reveal their identity. The creatures highlight how many mysteries likely still lurk beyond the fringes of human perception. The Cooper family photo. A Cooper family photo taken in the 1950s became infamous for what appeared to be a ghostly falling body visible behind the family. When developed, the photo showed the husband, wife, and 2 children posing happily, but a dark, blurry figure seemed to be suspended in midair upside down behind them. The family insisted nobody else was in the room during the picture. Paranormal researchers deemed the photo convincing evidence of an apparition. Skeptics argued the falling body resembled a doll or acrobat and was likely suspended by a line just outside the camera frame. Some felt the blurriness suggested a double exposure, with the falling figure superimposed over the family from another photo. With no way to conclusively identify the mystery figure, the photo fueled ongoing debates. For ghost believers, it seemed compelling photographic proof of the paranormal. But for skeptics, its dubious features suggested more conventional explanations. SS Watertown Faces. In 1925, crew members of the SS Watertown were horrified when the faces of two recently deceased comrades appeared in the water while passing through the Panama Canal. Earlier that year, the two seamen accidentally died from gas fumes while cleaning a cargo tank on the ship. To the shock of the crew, the phantom-like faces of both men later appeared in the water, gazing up at them. Fellow crew member Keith Tracy captured a photograph of the unsettling sight that soon made national news. Some deemed it evidence of the deceased men's spirits rising from their watery graves. The Christian Science Monitor reported that the photo was genuine and had not been manipulated or faked. While many were convinced the drowned sailors had returned from beyond, others felt more skeptical and argued it was just an illusion or quirk of light and shadow. But the evident anguish in the faces of the specters contributed to an aura of deep mystery that captivated the public. The ghost pilot. In 1987, Miss Sayer visited an airfield in England and had her photo taken while sitting in a plane cockpit as a memento. But when she received the printed photo, she was startled to see the clear image of a man sitting in the pilot's seat next to her. Sayer insisted there had been no one else in the cockpit when she took the photo. The figure resembled a pilot from World War II, wearing a jacket and hat typical of the era. Sayer showed the anomalous photo to paranormal experts, seeking an explanation. Some theorized the cockpit may have once been flown by a pilot who perished during the war and whose spirit lingered, appearing decades later in the photo next to Sayer. Skeptics argued the photo simply captured a museum employee who briefly sat there unnoticed by Sayer before exiting. While the circumstances surrounding the phantom pilot photo remain a mystery, it exemplified a type of photographic evidence frequently cited by ghost believers, an unnoticed figure appearing in the background of a picture, the mysterious Babushka Lady. The Babushka Lady was an unknown woman present during JFK's 1963 assassination in Dallas, Texas. Conspiracy theorists focus on her since she was seen in photos near Dealey Plaza before and after the shooting and appears to have been filming the motorcade. Dressed in a scarf similar to Russian women's fashion, she likely had valuable footage of the president's assassination. Despite this, the Babushka Lady never came forward, and her identity remains a mystery. With no confirmed name or film, her reasons for being at the scene, vantage point during the shooting, and silence in the aftermath raise innumerable questions. The missing evidence she may have held continues to stoke speculation and intrigue today. Skeptics say she likely feared for her life or did not realize she had captured anything important. But her disappearance from the historical record has kept her enigmatic role in one of America's darkest moments permanently active in Kennedy conspiracy lore: the ghost of Hampton Court. Considered one of the most haunted sites in the UK, Hampton Court Palace spawned fresh intrigue when closed-circuit TV cameras captured an inexplicable specter in 2003. The ghostly figure was spotted passing through a fire door near Clock Court and approaching the camera before vanishing. The palace had hundreds of years of reported hauntings, but never photographic evidence. CCTV technician, who examined the footage, deemed it genuine and untouched. Skeptics say it could be light reflecting off something mundane, or simply video glitches. But no explanation fits the human-like movements and partial form. King Henry VIII had the palace built in 1529, and the haunted reputation stems from being the site of his many wives. The eerie intruder resembles a gray lady, one reported phantom who roams the halls mourning Henry's fifth wife Catherine Howard after she was condemned for adultery. While its true nature eludes classification, the CCTV spirit reinforced Hampton Court's status as an otherworldly hotspot: the Black Knight. The Black Knight satellite is the name given to an object orbiting Earth that has allegedly been sending signals since the 1950s. Some theorists believe it is over 13,000 years old, originating from an ancient alien civilization. Originating as a myth in 1899 during newspaper reports of strange signals, evidence for the satellite emerged in the 1950s, when radio operators began detecting new, unexplained radio signals. Nikola Tesla himself claimed to have received signals from space in 1899, coming in at regular intervals. In 1954, astronomers in Peru and at the Grumman Aircraft Corporation also reported picking up repetitive signals. While sightings of an unidentified object have since been reported, its existence as an alien satellite remains completely unverified by mainstream science. But that has not stopped an enduring fascination with the mythical Black Knight orbiting overhead. Geophone rock anomaly. A NASA photo taken during the Apollo 17 mission in 1972 has sparked intrigue with what appears to be several pyramid-like forms on the moon's surface. When astronaut Eugene Cernan snapped a photo of the lunar landscape, small geometric hills resembling pyramids emerged on the horizon. While NASA has not officially commented on the pyramids, some believe they are evidence of past alien civilizations on the moon. Others insist the odd-shaped protrusions are simply hills casting angular shadows. Without higher-resolution images, experts remain uncertain if the renowned Moon Pyramids photo shows the remnants of human-made structures or odd lunar topography. Until we have definitive answers, the mysterious shapes captured by Apollo 17 retain the power to ignite our imagination about advanced extraterrestrial outposts that may have dwelled silently on the moon for eons. The Worsted Church Lady. In 1975, Diane and Peter Berthelot visited Worsted Church in Norfolk, England, seeking to photograph its interior. But when developed, there appeared to be a shrouded white figure standing in one of the pews, believed to be the ghost of the White Lady. Worsted Church dates back to the 12th century, with local legends claiming sightings of the White Lady ghost within its walls for centuries. When interviewed and shown the photo, the Berthelots swore there was no figure present when they took the picture. The vicar declared no manipulation or trickery, and photography experts assessing the image could find no evidence of tampering. While skeptics argue it shows simply a light reflection or a person out of frame, many consider the Worsted photo one of the most credible photographic ghost sightings ever captured. The mysterious image continues to fascinate paranormal researchers today. The Phoenix Lights. The Phoenix Lights incident on March 13, 1997, stands as one of the most widely witnessed and well-documented UFO events, with thousands across Arizona observing an immense silent craft passing overhead. Described as a massive saucer or V-shape with lights, it traversed hundreds of miles across the state, moving slowly before vanishing. The case gained mainstream attention, and then Governor Fife Symington himself saw the craft, later holding a press conference and condemning the federal government for failing to adequately investigate. The U.S. Air Force eventually attributed the lights to flares, but many observers insist the explanation does not fit what they saw. As one of the largest mass UFO sightings with multiple credible eyewitnesses, the Phoenix Lights continue sparking discussion over whether unconventional aircraft occasionally traverse our skies. The last photo at the Eileen Moore Lighthouse. The mysterious disappearance of 3 lighthouse keepers from the Eileen Moore Lighthouse in 1900 has intrigued historians for decades. What makes the case even more perplexing is the final photo taken on the lighthouse before the keepers vanished. The 1900 photo shows a visibly concerned lead keeper just days prior, alongside troubling logbook entries about violent storms. Their bodies were never recovered, despite an extensive search. With no signs of struggle, some speculate a massive rogue wave swept them away, or they became stranded on isolated rock outcroppings. But more colorful theories suggest paranormal forces led them to abandon the lighthouse forever. That final haunting photo has helped cement the legend of the lost Eileen Moore Lighthouse, drawing inquisitive minds to probe the secrets surrounding their inexplicable fate. Creature of the Cave. This unsettling photo was taken by a tourist exploring a cave in Ras Al Khaimah, UAE, in the 1990s. It appears to show a strange creature partially concealed in the shadows within the cave. Allegedly, after the photo was snapped, The group heard a boy's scream from deep inside the cave. Authorities were summoned, and a search revealed a dead body hidden in the cave's depths. Who or what the creature was, and if it bore any connection to the body, remains an open question. Some consider the photo evidence of an undiscovered cryptid dwelling in the cave. Others insist it was staged, or simply pixels and shadows misinterpreted as an imagined beast. With little information to go on, the true nature of the creature and its role in the peculiar incident in the Ras Al Khaimah cave remains an intriguing mystery. The photo invites pondering our limited comprehension of what may lurk in the darkness beyond human perception. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Of all the photos that scientists cannot explain, these are the strangest. These photos scared the entire world. At first glance, this image looks like a simple photograph of ladies in swimwear posing in front of the pyramids. But when you zoom in, that's where things start to get creepy. Look closely at their faces. The faces are disfigured and expressionless, almost mannequin-like. It's as if they are failed experiments or soulless dolls. We're not entirely sure what this bizarre photo is meant to portray, but it's certainly unsettling. What do you think this odd image could represent? Let us know your theories in the comments. The Apollo 14 lunar lights. Official NASA photos taken during the 1971 Apollo 14 moon mission provide puzzling photographic evidence. Several images show strange light phenomena on the lunar horizon. The lights appear as luminous, almost orb-like shapes, and some change position between consecutive photos. Astronauts Alan Shepard and Edgar Mitchell confirmed spotting the peculiar lights which were located miles distant, ruling out internal lens reflections. Proposed explanations include sunlight glinting off surface mineral deposits, electrostatic discharges, or gaseous emissions. However, these theories fail to comprehensively account for the light's fixed positions, distinct boundaries, coloration, and transience. With no conclusive cause found, the Apollo 14 lights remain an occasionally acknowledged curiosity in the historic moon mission archives that Apollo astronauts still struggle to definitively explain decades later. The Perirace Map. The Perirace Map, created in 1513 by Ottoman explorer Perirace, continues to intrigue historians and scientists. It notably features a section accurately mapping the coastline of Antarctica. However, Antarctica was not officially discovered until 1820, over 300 years after the map's creation. This accuracy suggests the cartographers who assisted Perirace somehow had advanced knowledge of Antarctica's landmass centuries before it should have been known. Some speculate that they accessed ancient sources from advanced civilizations predating recorded history. The Perirace map also vaguely shows South America as well, with an accuracy greater than European maps of the time. The sources for these geographic revelations remain mysterious. Mainstream historians consider the depiction of Antarctica to possibly be based on guesses or rumors, but others point to the map as potential evidence of technological sophistication and cartography skills in ancient, forgotten civilizations. These capabilities appear incongruous with known history, fueling enduring fascination with the map. Freddy Krueger in the background. In this photo of cute little children, a terrifying figure seems to lurk behind them. The iconic villain Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. The man in the background does look like the infamous horror with his iconic style and hat. Many believe it was clever photoshopping, or the man in the background could be some random passersby. However, photography experts analyzed the original image and confirmed it had not been edited or otherwise manipulated. The construction of the Eiffel Tower. This 1887 photograph depicts the Eiffel Tower as it was being built for the upcoming Paris Exposition. The Eiffel Tower was constructed in just over 2 years, a surprisingly rapid pace for its size and scale. The tower was the tallest structure in the world at completion in 1889, holding the record for 41 years until the construction of the Chrysler Building in New York in 1930. It continues to captivate engineers today due to its innovative design and construction. The Eiffel Tower consisted of 18,000 metallic parts held together with 2.5 million rivets. with the incredibly difficult task of its assembly performed entirely by human workers rather than machines. The photo memorializes an astounding feat of rapid engineering that created an icon of the Parisian landscape still beloved worldwide today. Nina Kulagina. Nina Kulagina gained renown in the 1960s Soviet Union for her apparent psychokinetic talents, exhibited under controlled laboratory conditions. Kulagina demonstrated an ability to move stationary objects, alter experimental devices, and even change the rhythm of a frog's heart using just her intention and focus. High-ranking Soviet scientists investigated the seemingly ordinary Kulagina in studies at the USSR Academy of Sciences. Teams witnessed Kulagina perform telekinesis under strict protocols meant to prevent fraud. Secret films recorded her seeming ability. While global fame eluded her due to Cold War secrecy, Kulagina amazed observers and threatened to overturn scientific tenets. Skeptics suspected trickery, but failed to replicate her displays. Others believed a new force of human consciousness was at play. Either way, Kulagina's feats highlight the uncharted potential of the human mind. Though typically unverifiable, psychokinesis continues puzzling scientists while intriguing the public with notions that mind over matter could profoundly shape reality. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.